Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3, Episode 1 and 2 review. It remains as fun as ever, but I'm worried his cast has grown too big. There's something undeniably comforting about returning to Star Trek Strange New Worlds. In an era where prestige TV often leans heavily into grim storytelling and sprawling mythologies, this series continues to embrace something refreshingly old school. Fun, episodic adventure with a modern emotional core. After watching the first 2 episodes of Season 3, it's clear the show hasn't lost that spark. If anything, it's still one of the most entertaining entries in the franchise right now. But there's a growing concern bubbling beneath the surface, one that becomes harder to ignore with each passing scene. This cast might be getting a little too big for its own good. A confident, energetic return. Right out of the gate, Season 3 wastes no time reestablishing its tone. Episode 1 kicks off with a high-stakes scenario that blends action, character drama, and just enough mystery to pull you in. It's the kind of opening that reminds you why Strange New Worlds works so well. It knows exactly what kind of show it wants to be. Episode 2, meanwhile, leans more into character exploration, offering quieter moments alongside its sci-fi concepts. This balance has always been one of the show's greatest strengths. It doesn't feel like it's chasing trends or trying to outdo itself with spectacle. Instead, it's focused on telling engaging stories with a sense of optimism that feels increasingly rare in modern sci-fi. And yes, it's still fun. That might sound like faint praise, but in today's TV landscape, it's actually a huge compliment. The humor lands, the pacing rarely drags, and the sense of adventure is alive and well. Watching these episodes feels like stepping into a universe where curiosity still matters and where exploration isn't just a mission, it's a mindset. Character work. Strong, but spread thin. The cast remains one of the show's biggest assets. Each character brings something distinct to the table, and the chemistry between them is as natural as ever. Whether it's tense command decisions, lighthearted banter, or deeply personal moments, the actors continue to deliver. However, there's a noticeable shift in how the ensemble is being utilized. With so many characters now vying for screen time, not everyone gets the attention they deserve. In earlier seasons, the show did a great job of spotlighting individuals, giving each crew member a chance to shine while still serving the larger narrative. In these first 2 episodes, though, that balance feels a bit off. Some characters get meaningful arcs or standout scenes, while others are left hovering in the background, reduced to brief lines or reaction shots. It's not that the writing is weaker, it's that there simply isn't enough time to go around. This becomes especially apparent in Episode 2, where multiple story threads compete for attention. While each one is interesting on its own, the episode occasionally feels like it's juggling too much. Moments that should hit harder emotionally sometimes pass by too quickly, not because they're poorly executed, but because the narrative has to keep moving. The risk of overcrowding. Ensemble casts can be a double-edged sword. When handled well, they create a rich, dynamic world filled with different perspectives. But when they grow too large, they risk diluting the very thing that makes them special.